Hey guys, it's Audrey and Vera from the Permission to Hustle podcast. Hey Vera.
Hey Audrey.
So we're sitting across from each other. I told you guys, sometimes it's going to be the two of us, sometimes it's going to be each of us, but today you get both of us. So we're excited today to talk about a topic that I feel like a lot of moms have questions about.
Yeah, we love this one. How do you do it all? How do you get it done? I feel like this is another way of saying balance, or, like, how is it possible that you are capable? You look like Superwoman. Like, I just can't do all the things that you do. And I feel like that even that whole perception of that is a lie, right? Like, How do you get it all done? Like, I don't get it all done. So, right off the bat, I just want to sort of, omit that idea that I am knocking anything out of the park.
Right.
Because I'm not. Like, I don't succeed 100% in any category. So I just wanted to clear that.
Well, we were talking at lunch today about how Instagram has turned into a complete stylized version. Yeah. Not just Instagram, Facebook too. A lot of people don't air the bad stuff on Facebook, and the ones that do, that they are your guilty pleasure. You check into those people who air all their dirty laundry all the time. They are the ones that you screenshot things and you send to your best friends. that there are those people that share that stuff. But other than that, the majority of moms out there, they don't share that it's hard, that it's tough, that they're falling apart, that they're crying at the bus stop, that they're overwhelmed with the laundry, that they're just going to bed at night sometimes just feeling completely defeated. So we wanted to do this podcast about, what we do to get things done, right?
Yes,
You and I we're individual people. We each have our own different version of normal, but, we do the same thing, and we're around working moms all the time, online and offline. So we wanted to share just some tips that help us get things done. Because to Vera's point, there is no perfect answer. It is all about balance. But listen, we get through the day some way, somehow.
Yes. I think for me, and I joke about this with every facet of my life. Like, I lower the bar with expectations when it's a very overwhelming day. So if I have a lot of work that needs to be done, then dinner is literally pasta with jarred sauce, and we're all going to survive it. So I am
You say that like it's a bad thing. That's like Wednesday dinner for
right.
us.
No, but literally, I am not finishing up dinner, working at 4:30 and then going into the kitchen saying, okay, I'm gonna whip together a rotisserie chicken with 4 fresh sides. No, I'm getting through this as if I'm walking through a war and just trying to come out on the other side breathing still. There are days that I just have to get through them, and if it is a day where I have too much work, then unfortunately my family is only going to get 20% of me when it comes to me cooking dinner. Okay? that is the reality for me. Or if my family day is me volunteering at school all day, and then it's the day that we're putting up our Christmas decorations, then my job is only going to get 20% of me. So I sort of I have to lower the bar when I am needed somewhere else.
Yeah.
And that's okay. I don't know if it's age. I don't know if it's because I'm 41 or whatever the story is, but I'm okay not looking like I have it all together. I sort of, if I have to phone it in, I phone it in. I'm okay ordering Chinese food 3 days a week if that's what needs to happen for my mental state.
You realize that I phone in every meal.
Yeah, but we're different. I really do like
Matt
cooking.
does dinner, I have to say.
I like to cook.
Matt
I actually
does the
enjoy it. That's not a chore for me. A chore for me is dusting. I don't want to dust. I
don't like to dust.
I don't like dusting. Dusting is not my cup of tea. But cooking is a pleasure. Cooking is a release for me. I like doing it.
Yeah.
I don't like doing dessert, but I like doing dinner.
You like doing dinner.
I do like doing dinner.
And I think for me, although a side note, I was telling my sister this story this morning, and it got her. I got a chuckle out of my sister. But my daughter, we were away this weekend, and we were staying in a condo. And the bedroom that we were in, she coughed all night the first night. She coughed all night the second night. So I said to her the second night, I'm like, I think you're allergic to something in this condo.
Yeah.
Maybe they had a cat. Maybe there was a dog. I don't know. Maybe it's dust. I don't know what it is, but you're allergic to something. And so my mother came and she said to my mom's allergic to cats. So she said, Grandma, I'm allergic to something just like you are. My mom thinks I'm allergic to dust. And so my mom said, oh, honey, I'm allergic to dust too. Did you just see how my nose got clogged when I walked into your house? We were dying. I said to my sister, I'm like, only out of a mom's mouth, right? And my daughter is so innocent. She's like, oh, yeah. I'm thinking about if my daughter would be coughing nonstop if that was truly what she was allergic to.
I love your mother.
But it was just hilarious. She goes, oh, honey, I am too. You notice how my nose got stuffy and clogged up as I walked in?
She's like, now, honey, can you hold my dagger? Because I'm thirsty. I want to just get a cup
of tea.
Oh,
we were dying. I was in there. I was like, thanks, Mom.
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
But, for me, a couple of years ago, I used to always do work in the morning. Like, that was like my time. So I knew the kids would be sleeping and I would get a good hour and a half in of nobody. And now I just know that that's just very unrealistic. So, in the morning, it's now all about the kids. My husband leaves for work now at 6:00, so he can get home earlier in the afternoon. So now my mornings are like the kids. So it's, get the boys up at 6:15 and then get them to the bus stop at 7 and then get the other two up, get them to school by 8. Then by the time I'm home, it's 8:30. So before it used to kill me. Like, wow, like by 8:30, I used to get so much done. And now, like you said, maybe it's age. Maybe it's just, honestly, I just don't care. I know that the most important thing are getting the kids and being present in the morning with them. But that now is kind of how I'm starting to get that stuff done. Yeah. And then too, and Vera and I are both lucky to have a support system of our husbands. I mean, a lot of people don't have that. And we realize that, we don't have childcare or daycare. We never have. We've both had the partnership of having our husbands kind of doing like a tag team. So I will say, like, at night, like, you love to do dinner. My husband is the same as you. Like, that cooking is his yoga. He loves being in the kitchen. He comes up with different recipes. We always have like a Taco Tuesday night. And he even said to me that he's getting so crazy with work where he said, I now need you to take over dinner one night. Mm-hmm. So he's like, you like to do lasagna. He goes, make the lasagna, freeze it. And every Wednesday, we'll have it. Mm-hmm. So we've been trying to do he's been doing like a certain meal every night. Mm-hmm. So like a certain kind of meal. So we have like pork one night, we have a taco night, a pasta night. So we're trying to keep things like that. But, I think for the two of us, which I think is important to share with people, is that we don't get it all done, like you said. We definitely are always crazy. We definitely are always like feeling like we're scattered. But, at the end of the day, we kind of have what we know needs to get done for work. And usually that gets done without any questions asked. And then, as long as you go to bed at night with kids that are happy and kids that are healthy and that you kind of got everything done, you can kind of look the other way at the laundry. You can kind of look the other way at the dust or the dirtiness or the clutter. And then you just know tomorrow's a new day. I always say that. I feel like Scarlett 100%. O'Hara. Tomorrow's like a new day. Like, I'm not going to worry about today because it's not tomorrow. I'm not going to worry about that today. It's not tomorrow yet. Right. Does that make sense?
And I think too, like, because of our jobs, we're never going to be done. There's never a day that you and I are going to sit down and say, I have nothing to do. Right. There is just never a moment. And so having accepted that, like, I give myself, I'm really big on saying, okay, I'm going to do this for 2 hours. Yeah. And then I got to let it go. I got to let it go because otherwise it's just going to drive me crazy. And I can get very crazy and I can get very committed to things. And I know that about myself. And so I just have to stop. So I'll look at the clock and I'll say, okay, I'm going to do this task for 2 hours. And at 12 o'clock, I'm going to shut it down. And I don't care where I am. I don't care how much more I think I can do. If I just give myself 10 more minutes or whatever my story is, I got to shut it down from my mental sanity. Otherwise, I will work myself to the bone. And nobody benefits when you're dried up like that. Yeah. So I tell myself hard stops throughout the day. And that I need for my own personal sanity. I need to just say, Vera, stop. Take your break. Go to the kitchen. Get some tea. Go food shopping. Get out of the house for a half hour, whatever the story is. Because otherwise, this industry or, when you do have passion for what you do, it can really take over your life. And I don't want to live that life anymore.
Yeah, so, we don't want our kids to see that either.
I'm over it. I'm over being controlled by my job. And so I have started to really give myself like firm closing moments where I say, okay, I did this. I did 2 hours of research or Pinterest or SEO or whatever my story is, and I'm done today, and I'll pick it up tomorrow. And you know what? I feel good about it. I feel accomplished, and I didn't really get it all done. So no, I didn't get it done today, but there's always tomorrow, and there's always the next day, and I got a freaking lifetime more of this because it's never ending. And I think that's also the truth of it. So it's not like we're writing a book that the chapter ends. And even when you write a book, not for nothing.
Oh, you're on the next book already when
you're constantly on PR, or you're on your tour, or you're still engaging with social media. Nothing ever ends, right? It's for sanity purposes. You have to give yourself out.
Yeah. And I just stopped working on weekends.
I'm good with that.
I really have, because I definitely feel that, listen, it doesn't matter if you have little kids or big kids. Like, they're all gonna, you just don't want your kids to not know you, be with you, see you. I would hate for my kids to describe me as a workaholic.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel that I'm a workaholic. I love what I do, and I do what I gotta do, but I don't want to have them think that they see me working 24 hours a day. Yes. I think that there's something, I personally speaking, I know it's not this way for everybody. And I was just talking to my friends recently who said that she's a workaholic and she loves being a workaholic. And I understand that. I mean, she works in a corporate setting, so it's much different than what you and I do. And you need to keep up on a certain pace or you're not going to advance. So we don't have that. We have a different kind of pressure on us. Mm-hmm. But, I just thought, I'm like, wow, I'm like, you know what? I never in a million years when I was a kid thought that I would be like a workaholic. I thought I'd go after and do what I like to do and what I want to do, and not do something I hate, which is what we both do. But that's just been a big thing for me, is that I don't want my children to see me hating what I do or feeling overwhelmed by it, or so much so where I'm working so much they just don't have any idea what it's like to have mom at night.
Plugged up. Yeah, we're after dinner, we're together as a family every night, and I think that's like huge. Huge. No one's playing Fortnite. Like, we're all like picking a movie. We're all on the couch together. That's our time, because my daughter says it to me all the time. She's like, Mom, 4 more years until I go to college, and that is going to happen in a blink of an eye. Yeah. I am so aware of that. It is frightening. It scares me how soon that is upon me. 4 years. I mean, I know how fast it is, because my youngest is going to be 6 next month. Yeah. And I just had him.
Yeah, they're babies.
So 4 years is going to come so much quicker than the 6 that just happened. Yeah. So we're very conscious. Like, yesterday we went to church, and then we ran to the city to do this like dance class, and then I was ready to go home. And my daughter was like, Mom, please, can we go to this? She wanted to go eat at this candy place in the city. And she was like, I've been dying to go there. Please, can we go? And I was like, you know what? Like, yeah, let's do this. Like, instead of going home, and what am I going to do when I go home? I'll probably be like on my phone checking something. I don't want to do that. Like, let's create this memory. We're here already. I had my husband hop on the train real quick and meet us for dinner. And we had dinner. We did the sweet thing, and it became like a great Sunday day. We weren't anticipating it. It was just me and Natalie in the city, and then we waited for my husband. But I said that's what weekends are about. Like, it's about those moments. It's not about, anything else. It's really not. It's not about anything else. And so it really turned out to be a great day. And I didn't do anything but be with my family. And I think that, and thank God for that, right? I mean, that's what Sundays are all about. I wouldn't want to spend a Sunday any other way.
No, really. Absolutely. I know. Usually on the weekends, I'm at least checking my email. I like my email to be at 0.
I don't handle you.
I don't like it to be, I flag things. I don't give, my husband has, I looked at it, he's like 90,000 emails. I looked at his phone. I was like, I don't even know how you do this. But we went away this weekend, and actually the only thing I even did, because we had a conference call on Friday, and I happened to have my phone on me, and you had texted me, oh, we're on. And I was like, you know what? And honestly, the old me probably would have said to my husband, listen, I got to go back. I got to do this. And the new me was like, I just can't. Like, I'm with them. I'm at the mountain right now. I have like them running off to go tubing. And, that was what it was all about.
Totally. I only called you because I thought you were driving.
Oh, yeah, no.
I didn't think you were there yet.
No, we had gotten there pretty early. So, yeah, and then the weekend, that's even what my husband said. He's like, you know what, we have to do more of this stuff.
100%.
Because the kids just really, because when we were leaving, the kids asked if they could bring their Xbox. They actually asked if they could bring it and put it in the hotel and plug it in. And my husband was like, no, you can't. You're going to survive. And they ended up playing Fortnite Monopoly, which if you've never played that game, they loved it. They loved it. I ended up like falling asleep on the couch, which I never do at like 8 o'clock that night. But they played Fortnite Monopoly, and that was their Fortnite for the night.
Yeah.
But you just get it all done. To kind of get back to that, is that you have to get it all done, so you do get it all done.
Yeah.
But we want you to know that you're not alone and feeling like overwhelmed and sometimes out of sorts and feeling like you're losing and just everybody else is ahead of you and you're just kind of sinking there. That's not the case.
Right.
Everybody's feeling it. We're all trying to do what we can do to get by, but it's natural, and that's why we wanted to create this space online so everybody can talk. And Permission to Hustle hopefully has helped inspire and motivate other moms to know that they're not alone.
Yes, that's it. I mean, so you can find us online at Permission to Hustle on Instagram and on Facebook, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.